Hi there, YouTube. Price here, playing some Wildermyth, and I'm doing this on Twitch. What console is this game on, and how much does it cost? This is on Steam, and it is $25, I believe. So, we are playing Wildermyth. If you have watched the main channel, you already know what this game is like, but if you haven't, or you haven't seen the game yet, this is sort of a D&D roguelite type game. It is a turn-based tactical RPG. It also has randomized story development and relationship elements. It also has RPG and character growth. It has all kinds of stuff. But basically the closest thing I can think of is it's like playing D&D in a turn-based 2D graphical style, like a papercraft world. It is absolutely wonderful, and I have just been playing it nonstop. So I decided we're going to play with Twitch today, and I'm going to let Twitch help me make a bunch of decisions about what we should do. So we're going to start up a brand new story here. I made a new file, price Twitch. None of this has been seen or messed with or anything. Got to start with the tutorial starter campaign, because that's where the game begins. So here we go. We're going to begin with the Age of Ulstrix. All right, which is good because it's a 3-chapter story. It'll probably take us 3 to 4 hours is my guess, maybe a little longer, but hopefully we can get through the whole thing. We're going to start on the adventurer difficulty. There are 4 difficulty settings, but custom lets you change. Basically, you can make the overworld harder or easier, or the gameplay harder or easier. So we'll start on adventurer. And as we go through the campaigns that we do, we'll have y'all, decide, should we make it more difficult? Should we maybe make it easier? What should we try and do? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start this up. All right, let's pick our characters. I do want 1 warrior, 1 hunter, and 1 mystic to start with, but I would like y'all to pick what our characters are like. So we've got, let's see. Oh, there we go. Numbers, woo! All right, everyone, go vote. The number you're voting on is how many times we're going to hit that reroll button for this character. You did it. Thank you, Elena. And we'll do that same one. Like each time we get a new character, we'll run this poll. And I think that'll make it the easiest way. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we are. We are loyal, lucky, and curious Beth Castlewick, the compassionate romantic. There we go. That's our warrior. Our warrior is Beth Castlewick. Love it. Okay, next person, Lunor Undergarn. We're all learning. We're going to do 7 on everyone. Lucky 7 fever, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. This is Hunter Plant. What's your deal, Hunter? He's got wanderlust, he's proud, and he's brash. Ooh boy, that sounds like a hunter if I've ever seen one. And Helmlan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Royson, the greedy peacemaker. He's lucky, he has a wild heart, and he has integrity. Okay. 30 seconds, you think? All right, we'll make it shorter next time. Exactly. No worries. Okay. Hunter the hunter. Royson the mystic, and Beth the warrior. Okay, y'all. I think we're good. Let's do it. Do we want another poll with the same numbers? As soon as we get to another character, we'll do that again. Let's see. This book. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Live or die. What I've seen here could help someone else. Maybe they'll find the book and my bones? I hope so. Right, then this is the beginning. Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Tugged along by the gentle desire to see friends, a young woman named Beth takes the seasonal road to the town of Thistlemount. I wonder how many of these soft-glancing townsmen remember me. Well, I guess I just have to do something memorable this time. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already, huh? Well, here's the hard part. Getting Hunter out of bed. He'll probably be sitting up, blanket-wrapped, staring out the window, gnawing a mouthful of old biscuit and telling me to reckon with the, That's smoke? Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. Beth hurries towards town, thinking of Hunter, a young man who she's known since girlhood. Do they have a rivalry? Do they have a friendship? Or a romance? Here's where we do another poll. Do like an alternate stream where 1 week it's a co-op and the other it's Twitch chat? Well, no, honestly, all right, it looks like we're picking a rivalry for those in the YouTube world who are curious. That's what the poll results were. Watch me worry and he's fine, she says. I actually had thought, like, wouldn't that be fun to occasionally bring friends in to play this with me, and then their characters can, like, live in our world and show back up every now and then, right? Like, wouldn't that be neat? Like, I could, like, Josh and I could play together, and then Josh's character can live in our world, and you can even go into the legacy options, and you can tick them to be not playable. And what that does is that then they can just show up as, like, random background characters from time to time in your world. And then, if we were to play again in the future, I could untick that box, and then someone could play as them again, right? And then Noanic says, "Psst, Chrissy!" Indeed, indeed. Co-op is a little wonky. It is, it is. All right. Or maybe not so fine. Ick. Hey, Hunter! You here? Okay. Let's go. Hero has an action left. So here's where we learn about the gameplay mechanics. I'm gonna just show this for people who haven't seen it yet. It's a lot like D&D. You'll see, I'm gonna move my camera over to here because, because then you can actually see this stuff over in the bottom corner. So Beth down here has 2 little pips. That's going to be the number of moves I can make on a turn. Each action is going to have a certain cost to it. Right now, this move costs an action, which is one of these regular diamonds. An orange diamond ends your turn because that's like a full action. And then if it's like a hollow diamond, then it's a free action. Biakuas. All right. All right, let's go. Let's see. Open the door. All right, more story. Huh? The fire didn't reach his house. Figures. Hunter! Are you hurt? Is there a reason the door's locked? That idiot. Why is no one? The door unlocks. Hunter shoves it open. Yeah, you, what's... Honestly, wish you would have skipped. Get inside. Whoop. Slam. You never put out the fires even though that's supposed to teach you objectives, lol. Psh, I know how to put out fires. You hit extinguish. Your bow. Yeah, there's things in the streets. You didn't see any? Like monsters? I don't know. I've got one trapped behind the house. Staying in here isn't really an option. Right, so here, I've got some tools around. Look, I know we're not best friends, but we still find a reason to see each other. Can you help me fight it off? Well, I'd like to keep this creature at arm's length. Yeah, we're gonna go with the pitchfork. You know what you're doing? Sure, just open the door until you're ready. Or don't open the door until you're ready. Done. Okay, now we got an enemy, a row. So, we're gonna run over here. Open that door. So that open door action was a free action. And I'm going to run him outside. If I can get them to stand next to each other, they will wall, as it is explaining here. Doesn't stack, but it is nice to just kind of get all your characters all walled up. All right. Tried to go as far away from them as I could to try and force them to get a little closer. Boop, boop, boop. And then we'll just have you do that. Wait. Oof. Haha. Bum, ba da 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 da. Also, someone asked me earlier if when I play this by myself, do I tend to randomize my own characters, or do I tend to make my own? And it's a mixture of both. I often randomize them. I think that's the most fun. Okay, y'all. So, what ability should we get? Here's another thing that we can vote on. So there's broad swipes, which gives us wide cleaving attacks. There's Paladin, which when you walk towards the end of your turn, you go into a defensive reaction stance. It is really powerful. And then Blood Rage is the more damage I take, the more damage I do. So it's a little more like Berserker-y. People like Paladins, apparently. So... I hyped it up so much. All right, so for Hunter, same deal. 3 different abilities. I will explain them to you. Ember arrows. If I'm standing next to a fire, I can light my arrows on fire, essentially, and do extra damage. Through shot is a piercing shot. Shoots through one target and hits the one behind it. Can get up to an endless number, I think, in the upgraded version. And jump jaw is a trap you throw on the ground, and it pins the enemy if they step on it. So it's like a good, like, stop them in their tracks move. All of these are good. All of these are good. If we could do another poll for these, that'd be great. What I love about this is, like, we can start, and I'll have y'all help me pick which abilities that we do. And then as we go through, the characters are going to just kind of, like, naturally develop what they are, right? Like, it'll just make sense. Like, oh, yeah, that guy's the fire guy. And, oh, yeah, that guy's the, you know, piercing shots guy. It is so... It's between, like, 2 votes. Yes, Hobbit Katie. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, so Ember Arrows won the poll. That's what we're going to get. Who do I want to put some extra armor on for now? Let's put it on Beth. She's probably going to be up in the combat more. Real quick, as a reminder, we do have a coffee link, K-O-F-I, coffee link that you can go and donate to our wonderful moderators who, you know, they do a lot of work around here and they appreciate, you know, any support you can give. So, you know, if you feel like it, appreciate that. All right.
What kind of suffering did that poor beast endure? At least it's done.
The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris, some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. Royson must already be waiting for us. It's not easy to say, but we should both go.
Royson? He's at that ruined tower by now. Anyway, what about my house?
No one's gonna steal your stuff. Royson's been waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth.
I could feel that analogy. It's unpleasant.
Huh? Yeah. Anyway, I just think we said we'd meet him. We should. The tower in the hills. You been there?
Yeah, once. Actually, looking at the tracks that come and they go that direction.
Beth and Hunter follow the pounded path of monstrous feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. Ooh, choose one for Royson and Hunter. Are they friends? Or are they lovers? All right, let's go romance. How about less love triangles and more polycules? There you go, Wind Dancer. Polycules. Let's see. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. You've always been a little fond of him, I thought. Of Royson.
You mean I have? Oh, is that true? I've never met someone so willing to put others first. And mean it, you know? It's not a play for anyone's affection or favors. Just a good person. And plus, it seems like no matter where he goes, we tend to have adventures.
All right, Royson. Let's go head off in Royson's direction. So, this is the part of the world where we're in the world map, and we have to, like, kind of scout out and do things. Now, there's literally only one place we can go to, so not much options. But there will be more in the future. The previous night, the tower where Royson had arranged to meet Beth and Hunter is a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knows its rooms and floors so well. He could survive being chased through them. And now I wait, I suppose. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive, till that beast breaks through. Don't you know, beast? I'm not good eating anyway. It's a picturesque old tower, perfect for a plot twist. The emptiness is deep and fragrant, the odor of 10,000 rains that have soaked into stone. But as the old will tell you,
Precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often that dream that drove it. That book. Why have I never... Wonk! Easy there. I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, beast? I'm also wondering... Royson bends to pull it loose. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. The title, Wildermyth. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories. The folklore of folk long forgotten. The tyrant's medicine imparts no salient secret. It's only a fairy tale about a dying emperor. He swallows stars every month to calm his cancerous anger. Chant of the soil lacks any satisfying action. It's told through the mind of a blind, deaf tea grower. His nose is so sharp he learns the song of the scented earth, and so avoids slaying worms with his shovel. The Thistlemount Girl tells of a blight-skinned woman who drew things so feelingly that they began to come true, and she drew circles and circles in a book, and eventually fell through. Dun 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 dun! Royson reaches the last word of the final tall tale. A few blank pages are left. This book... Something in him feels like it's coming loose, but he can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Right, then this is the beginning. Here, in our yondering country, Royson writes, words are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and he's beginning to recognize them now. Enchanted Tigress! Oh, hi, Chat and Prutzel. How are y'all doing, okay? Thank you for your continued support. 37 months, drop them bears, y'all. We're doing great. Playing some Wildermyth. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through his body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. Pain lit Royson's head. Subsides. I made it to morning? He lowers his bleary eyes. His story lies before him in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel... powerful? He pulls the spoon from his pocket, or he slides a branch from the rubble. It's sturdy. It has a palm-loving twist. I'm gonna make this choice. I'm picking the spoon. Mostly because this is just which weapon you get, and you change that later whenever you want. Open wide, beast! I'm getting out of here. Get it? Because it's a spoon. Open wide. I'm gonna feed you. All right, so here's where we learn about the magic system in this game. We're gonna walk into this room, and I should be able to see, yeah, the critter. Spoon. All right, magic works through interfusion. You interfuse with an object, so it's like you pick an object and you meld with it, and then you do stuff with that object. I like to think of it this way. To use magic in this world, you have to use physical things in the world to draw the magic from. You want to do magic with metal? Well, then there better be something metal nearby, and you can use a metal move off of the metal thing. You want to do magic with wood? Well, then there better be a tree or a bush or some plants nearby in order for you to do that with. So I love that. I think it's such a neat system, and it makes it like really grounded in reality. So we are going to have to destroy this enemy by using some interfusion. So let's see. What do we have here that's going to do a good chunk of damage? Let's do this one. Let's use the telescope, and we're going to barrage him with these tools. So I interfuse into that object. So from here, I'm interfusing with this. You can kind of see that guy right there, right? Right-click to rotate the camera. And then, boom. All right. Now we wait. And we'll interfuse again. Shackle, Splinter Blast, Shackle... Papers, Splinter Blast. Okay. Let's do a shackle. Try and get him to stop moving, huh? Now he is pinned. Interfuse with this. And let's try and Splinter Blast. Kaboom. All right. And huzzah! I need to hydrate.
I need to hydrate. I have been requested to hydrate. All right, Royson, you've leveled up. Okay, y'all. While I'm hydrating, let's figure... Ooh, this is an interesting set. If we can get a poll going for this one, Elementalist, Spirit Blade, or Soul Splitting. Okay. Elementalist, I get upgraded versions of spells for everything elemental, fire, wood, and water. Spirit Blade, when allies stand next to an object that is interfused, they gain +1 damage. Also, fire that is interfused can grant fire attacks to nearby enemies. That's interesting. And then Soul Splitting, when Royson takes damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2. So basically, if I interfuse into other objects, I can give myself armor from the environment. And then so those things take damage instead. That's neat. So, if we could get a combo there, that could be interesting. Yeah, Zoolander points out in chat, Spirit Blade could probably pair well with the Ember Arrows of our character Hunter. But yeah, Elementalist, Spirit Blade, Soul Splitting. If we could get a pull for that. Soul Splitting reminds me of Horcruxes. It kind of is. It kind of is. Because the damage is hitting you, and then you're sending that damage out to, like, crush objects. All right, it looks like we're going to be using Spirit Blade. So that's what we're going to do, y'all. Let's find out how that goes. All right. I'm intrigued. I think this could be really neat. All right. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. But Royson moves quietly, sensing his way in the dark. Daylight lands on his wrist. Cool wind soothes his tired eyes. It's still the same world. He closes the tower door, gentle to make no noise. That was the Mystic's art that I did. Right tower. Where'd I get it from? Oh, right tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Things a man's born with that might blossom in his life when he needs them? I suppose wherever it's from, all I can do is have gratitude and use it wisely. Royson! Need to figure out what all I can do with this power. How to use it well. Royson! You're okay. You're okay? You look like it. Hey, Royson, something happened? Hunter. You're here and you're safe. Good. Oh, sorry. And you too, Beth. Me and this boulder I'm next to only barely survived. Yeah, see that smoke on the horizon? That's from the town. Yeah, that's Thistlemount. It burned? Things are different than they were. Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever seen something quite like this. A monster? Sure we have. We slay monsters. Okay, well, I do magic.